Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, 2 days back, the Iebc released statistics on voter registration. And in the statistics, they went further to show new voter registration per specific region and the total registered voter per specific region. Sasa wameenda kwa zile old region. There were about 8 regions. And if we go with the Iebc statistics, you find that these figures are very exciting to those people who subscribe to William Samoei Ruto politics and those who are following the Kenya Kwanza politics. Because you find that they are giving Rift Valley as a region about 5 million registered voters. So if you go with that, you find that there's no any other region that has attracted such huge numbers of voters in this 2022 general election. But in this video today, I want us to use this opportunity. I explain to you why this Iebc statistics could be misleading to William Ruto and his supporters. But before we go deep into that, a quick request. You might be watching this channel, but you have not yet subscribed. So my humble request, please consider subscribing so that any other time, when I release a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all our returning subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Again, I'm requesting you to give this video thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend our video to more viewers. Back to our discussion. Now, according to Iebc, Rift Valley has about 5,344,217 registered voters with 594,000 new registered voters. Western region has about 2,714,752 registered voters with 329,000 new registered voters. Central Northeastern has about 614,999 registered voters with about 113,000 new registered voters. Central region has about 3,154,708 registered voters with about 244,000 new registered voters. Coast region has about 1,953,520 registered voters with about 240,000 new registered voters. Nairobi region has about 2,505,199 registered voters with about 254,000 new registered voters. Eastern region has about 3,301,113 registered voters with about 304,000 new registered voters. We go to Nyanza region, it has about 2,563,929 registered voters with about 333,000 new registered voters. So total registered voter is about 22,162,363. Then new registered voter is about 2,560,000. And if you look at these figures, it's clear that Rift Valley has about 5,344,000, as I had said. And this is a huge number. No any other region has attracted such number. Then now you come to Central region, they have about 3,154,000. So those who support William Ruto and those people who are following Kenya Kwanza politics, this is what they believe, that William Ruto, coming from Rift Valley region, he has about 5,300,000 votes to start with. Then his competitor Raila ODINGA has a starting figure of about 2,500,000 votes. That is their thinking. So according to William Ruto's team, they believe that having 5 million, their next step is the support from Central Region, which is attracting about 3 million votes. So for them, they believe that having 5 million, you come to Central Region, 3 million, at least they have 7 million to start with. That is what they are believing. Then you come because Musalia Mudavadi and Senator Wetangula is supporting this team. They come to Western Region and in their minds they are believing that they can at least have a half of Western Region vote. So in their thinking, Western having 2 million votes, they believe that they can get at least 1.4. So that gives them around 8 to 9 million votes to start with. If this is what Ruto and his team are believing in, then they are set to fail. Because if you go deep into this figure, then William Ruto is going to remain with about 2 million votes, which is a challenging vote because our politics is still local. So for you to say you have a starting point, it means he is simply starting with a challenging vote. That is about 2 million. And I'm going to break down this figure to show you this. Now, with 5 million registered voter in Rift Valley region, I want us to first of all remove Trans Nzoia County from Rift Valley. Because remember, Trans Nzoia is largely Luhya. So bring it back to Western, and you know who controls numbers or who has more numbers in Western region. And remember, this county has about 4 to 500,000 voters. So remove that from Rift Valley. Again, come down and remove the Maasai. By the way, Maasai have about, I think, 2 counties. So remove again these 2 counties, the Maasai community within Rift Valley, from the Kalenjin. Then again, go down and remove the Turkana community in this Rift Valley 5 million votes. And remember, so this is about, again, another 2 counties. Again, remember, Kisii is always counted as part of Rift Valley. So again, go further and remove Kisii from these 14 counties from Rift Valley region. Again, if you go and break it down, Nakuru County is largely Kikuyu. So those are the people from Mount Kenya region. So it's largely Central region. Again, remove Nakuru County. Then again, in those figures, Eldoret town and part of Nakuru is largely Luhya. We have about 500,000 voters in Rift Valley who happen to be Luhyas. So again, you see, the numbers are still going down. And apart from the Luhya and the Kikuyu community, who are largely in Rift Valley, again we have Luos and the Kambas who are residing in Rift Valley County. So if you reduce these numbers, generally, the real figure that William Ruto is starting with in his home county, in his home region, is about 2 million votes. That's why Central or Kikuyus are always having high numbers when it comes to voting, then followed by Luhyas. But if you go with this, then definitely it can show that Kalenjins are more. But the truth of the matter is that Central will come first, then Western will follow, and those other counties will come in. So those people who are so much excited that Ruto has about 5 million plus 3 million, counting to 7 million to start with, they are misguided. Because now this is the reality. And I was breaking down these figures, knowing that our politics is still local. whether we have a Luo or a Luya or a Kamba residing in Rift Valley, they are definitely going to vote depending on their specific community, how they are going to vote. So they will make an informed decision depending on the community decision, largely where they are voting. They will not vote depending on where they are staying. That is the truth of our Kenyan politics. So the reality remains here that if you go to a place like Coast Region, you find that Raila ODINGA can have good numbers there. Why? Because we have Luyas, Luos, Kambas, and other communities staying there. But now the disadvantage for William Ruto, beside having 2 million votes to start with in Rift Valley, the question is, where are Kalenjin residing apart from their own region in Rift Valley? If you come to Western, how many registered voters from Kalenjin origin are in Western, Nairobi? You go to Nyanda region, you go to Central, you can't find them there. So this is a place where Raila can win more than what William Ruto is expecting. So in real sense, the person who should be celebrating should be Raila Amolo Odinga. Then there is another issue we talked some time back that, for me, I always believe that in as much we are voting, Central might not be having huge numbers as the way they have always put. Because even look here, with 3 million registered voters from Central region, the new registered voter is about 244,000. Look at those new registered voters. They are very low, and the reason could be because they might not have a strong presidential candidate in this 2022 general election. So that tells you that in as much Ruto could be depending to get vote from Mount Kenya region, number one, you should be aware that the ghost, dead, and underage voters might not be on ballot in this upcoming general election. That is the truth. These people will not vote. Again, he might not win the all support. Like come to Nairobi, it's largely Raila and President Uhuru Kenyatta. Those are the people who are controlling numbers in Nairobi County. Because there are no Kalenjin in Nairobi, they are very little, if they are there. Then secondly, someone can say Musalia Mudavadi has numbers in Nairobi, but I have one question to ask. If Mudavadi has numbers in Nairobi, then how many ANC members of parliament were elected in Nairobi County? 0. Just show me 10 members of county assembly elected in Nairobi on ANC or for the Kenya party. They cannot count up to 10. So that tells you very clearly that Israel and as of now President Uhuru Kenyatta who are controlling numbers in Nairobi. So having it clear in mind, we can go further and conclude that yes, our politics is local, so Raila might have 2.5 million to start with. And if you come to Western, he has those numbers. Go to Nairobi, he has a big say. Go to Mombasa, has a big say. Then, easy areas, then Guinea, they can go and talk about. But if you go, let us talk about, if you go for example, kule kwenye Kalonzo anatoka kunaitwa Eastern, you see they have about 3 million votes. But how sio Wakamba peke yake? Remember, we also have other tribes within that county. So, largely, Raila has an upper hand in this new voter registration to William Ruto. I don't know what to think about this, but let us have a continuation of this conversation through the comment section. May good God bless you and see you in our next video.